Hey, fancy seeing you here. It's been, what, 2 years since high school? God, we're really getting old, aren't we? How have you been? Do you mind if I take a seat? Oh, thanks. So, tell me. I've been a little bit out of the loop with our friends from high school, on account of moving away for college and all that, but it's good to see that some traditions are still going. You always did love going to this park. We used to call you Tree Hugger, didn't we? Because you came here every day for lunch, even though it was a 20-minute walk from the school. You know, I still have no idea how you managed to make it to class on time with a walk that long. But hey, I suppose you had to get your cardio in somehow. You always were too shy to take part in gym class. More often than not, we'd find you sitting in the corner of the hall with your nose in your notebook. Oh, don't worry. Barely anyone noticed you. Just me, mostly. It was kinda cute. But yeah, sorry, so... yeah, what's new with you? Oh, really? Well, change can be good. Just don't feel the need to change every part of your life too quickly. It's always a good idea to keep some old habits around, you know, to keep you comfortable. But you seem to be doing that already. I mean, you're still coming to this park after all. I guess old habits die hard. Me? I'm alright. I'm always alright. Moved away for college after graduation, left high school behind me, fresh start, you know. Didn't keep in contact with any of the guys from the football team either. Yeah, funny thing about that. Turns out they were all... oh, what's the word? Dicks. Oh, I know you weren't a fan of them. You made that very clear to me. You know, thinking back, I really can't believe that we thought we were cool. Strutting around the halls in our school team's varsity jackets, sitting at the corner table at lunch acting like it was our property, not to mention the bullying. God, we were insufferable little brats. I know not all of us were actively picking on someone, but... I don't know, we knew it was going on and did nothing. I guess that makes us just as bad. Still, I did one thing right. Well, I met you, stupid. You helped me see the light. Brought me back from the brink of douchebaggery. I did want to keep in touch, but... I don't know. It just felt wrong to force you to put up with me after high school. You've always been so quiet. Not to mention you had one hell of a poker face. It was hard to see what you were thinking at times. Better to play it safe and assume that I was overstaying my welcome. Anyway, enough digging up the past. This is a really gorgeous view. I can see why you like coming here. It's a view you'd want from your house one day, isn't it? Yeah. Me too. Me too. Hey. Can I talk to you about something? I know, this is deja vu back to high school, but... okay, so... sorry, this is a little embarrassing. Do you have any regrets from high school? Anything you wish you had done? Or hadn't done? Or done differently? You know, regrets. Well, if today you had the chance to mend them, to make them right, would you? After all, you may wish you had done something differently, but high school was a long time ago. You're a different person now. You've changed. Everything's changed. It depends on the regret. Oh, as difficult as ever. Okay. So, let's say, hypothetically, I'd met someone back in high school, and this someone was wonderful, smart, very kind, polite, and a really good listener. But the thing was, they were, quiet. Like, really quiet. What's that saying again? Someone of few words? Yeah, so let's say they were like that. Hypothetically, how would I have got that person to talk more? You look confused. Okay, so in other words, I wanted them to be more sociable? Because I wanted to know what they were thinking, what they were feeling. Actually, I wanted to know if they felt the same way about me. And you look even more confused. No. I'm fine. It's okay. So, let's say I had the chance to meet the person that I liked again. Yes, I like someone. You're not going to ask who? That's not like you at all. You always used to have a snide comment to make about my love life. I guess some things do change. Yes, well, my question is, if I had the chance to meet them again, how would I get my shy, quiet and introverted crush to be more open with me? Without overdoing it, obviously. I'm not going to drag them to a party or something with large crowds. I'm not really a fan of them myself anymore, in all honesty. It's just that, it might be nice for them to come over and chill with a few of my college friends. We could hang out together and make up for lost time. But my crush, well, it's not as fun when they're not around. I still remember how I used to eagerly look for them after football practice, and the giddy feeling I got just by being near them. It was like being next to them just felt right, you know? So, yeah, how do I go about doing that? Maybe you're right. Maybe they do have some form of social anxiety. Would explain why they never came to one of my games. And always tried to avoid a lot of human interaction. But, I wanted, and still want, to help them conquer that. Or at least manage it. I want to be there. To hold their hand, keep them close, make them feel safe. To help them relax. Like I said, I'm not asking them to go to a stadium full of people. Just something like a games night, with maybe 3 or 4 guys. Or even just the 2 of us, and we could work our way up to that. But I know for a fact my friends would love my crush. After all, they've had to listen to me gush about them for years. I think they're eager to see what all the fuss is about. Plus, they're really good friends of mine. They helped me out of my shell when I started college. Got me to interact with people and helped me find who I was after high school. And what I wanted. Who I wanted. I just wish that I could have seen what was going on inside my crush's head back then. Find out how they truly felt about me. I hope they knew just how amazing of a person they were. Probably still are. And, well, it's embarrassing to say this, but I absolutely adored their voice. Is that weird? It was just so soothing, gentle. I could listen to them all day long. Mind you, they didn't really say much, but when they did, it was like the atmosphere in the room changed. Listening to them rant about something they were passionate about, I couldn't get enough of it. And I mean, sure, we're older now, but I've got a feeling that the insecurities that made them so quiet, they don't just go away. If they choose to stay quiet when clearly they have a lot of thoughts in their head, maybe it's because they're worried about being annoying and overburdening. And if that's the case, maybe I should try to, I don't know, reassure them. Reassure them that they are not, and have never been, a burden to me. That my door has always been open to them, especially if they needed to be listened to or comforted. Huh? How would I reassure them? Well, I haven't really thought about it. But, maybe by getting closer to them. Then I'd look in their eyes. And, their eyes. And then I'd tell them that I feel just as shy, just as scared, that I can't believe I'm even managing to do this with them. That my heart also felt like it could explode at any minute. I know I wouldn't have to say that, but I'd want to. I want to take care of them. Yes, I do mean that. We would be so close. I feel like I just want to kiss them. You think they'd be thinking the same thing? Well, I'm glad we'd be in agreement. Did we just... What are you smirking at? Your face is just as red as mine. So, not to point out the obvious, but the whole time I was talking about a crush, I was talking about you. I thought that was fairly obvious, but just to be safe. Yeah. Good. I guess this means we like each other. Yay. Sure. You can ask me something. yes, of course I meant everything I said. It makes me happy hearing you talk about something you enjoy. And I fell in love with you because I knew underneath that very, very quiet exterior is someone who is kind, thoughtful, and passionate. But you always seem so caught up in your own headspace, always thinking about something, and keeping those thoughts bottled up inside. I thought you hated me for a time. Or, well, tolerated me, at least. But I want to hear your thoughts. I want you to open up to me. I want to be there for you. By your side. Just like this. Of course I really told my college friends about you. They ask about you all the time. And, they tease me a little bit. But I know they were only doing it so I would build up the courage to ask you out. Yeah, they kept saying that we were perfect for each other. I mean, they weren't wrong. I just wish it wasn't that obvious to everyone except for us. Having said that, can I... Oh god, I'm terrible at this. Do you want to, come over and... No, not like that, it's just... Oh, no, it's not your fault. I was the one who brought it up, and I didn't mean it, but obviously... Oh... Would you like to come over to my place and chill? That sounds even worse. God! Look, would you like to come over? I rented an apartment a few blocks away, for the summer. Cheaper than staying in dorms, at least. Oh, don't worry, it'll just be us. I won't make you meet our friends until you're ready. But when you are, I'm sure you'll love them. Well, most of them. We are pretty loud and, boys are boys. But, yeah, it'll be an experience. Well, that settles it. We'll head off in a few minutes. Once I'm done admiring the view. And the park, of course. Yeah. I love you too.